Good morning everybody and welcome back to my horse riding YouTube channel. Today I am going to be testing out a couple horses and just trying them out and seeing what ones I want to buy. So all of them are none of them are race horses because I mean I don't work well with race horses at all. So yeah. I'm at my new barn and one of the horses has been dropped off, but we're going to have to go to a couple other barns to go try out the rest of the horses. But the first horse we're going to try out is at the barn now. And yeah, he's already tacked up because the person who's selling him to me has already tacked him up for me. So I'm going to go find them and get started. So here he is in all his glory. This is Hunter. He is a Dark Bay KWPN mixed breed with a Appaloosa. In the sunlight you can clearly see some very, very gorgeous dapples on him. It's quite sunny today, but he's not in the full sunlight, he's in the shade. And someone has very kindly set up the pole work course for us. So we are going to get started with that, I guess. So we are going to start off with just like a simple little roll of poles, nothing too crazy, because I just want him to get used to like me riding him and all that, because I don't want him to be confused or like worried, because he does seem pretty spooky, but that's nothing I cannot work on with him. He's 5 years old, so he's quite young, but I'm not putting him into jumping now. But he has jumped before, but I'm gonna jump him, but not very big, because that's just like, no, he's only 5, still quite a young horse. But he really suits his like tack color he's got, and I'm pretty sure this is Hunter Green, which is ironic since his name is Hunter. He's really nice though, and I'm pretty sure if I was to buy him, I'd be paying 25 grand, something like that. So he's quite, I wouldn't say cheap, but I mean, it's a decent horse for a decent price. Like 25 grand's a lot, but I mean, if I'm gonna buy him, I might as well buy him off of her if I want to. So yeah, I'm gonna go try him out in the other arena with some jumps. I have to set them up first, but I'm just gonna tie him up and then set up the jumps, and then yeah. So I've just untied him and walked him over here, and obviously we've already warmed him up in the arena over there. So I've just popped the jumps up to 80 centimeters to start, and then we're gonna see how he does. Oh Jesus, that was a very sudden refusal. You alright? Yeah? Alright, come on, let's go. Okay, we'll go over this one over. Oh, whoa. That was a very, very over jump. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Oh, ow. Come on. I'm gonna stop refusing. It's okay. I'm not very good with other horses, so we're gonna have to get used to it. There we go. Wait, is there something with this jump that's annoying you? Because I can't seem to get you over this one. Alright, come on, let's try. Ready? And up. Good boy. See, it wasn't that bad, was it? Okay, right, let's try not to knock the poles. And we're going to pop them up in a second once we've popped over this one, alright? There you go. Good job. Alright, let's pop these up a little bit. We might make them 1 meter, and then we'll see how he does with that. I've now popped the jumps up to 95 centimeters, so we're gonna just like take him over them, because 105 was the other one that I could do, and that seemed very high for such a young horse. So I think 95 is the max we're gonna go today. Whoa, are you okay? Steady, boy. Steady. It's okay. Come on. It was a bit of a silly thing to do, wasn't it? You could hurt me or yourself. There you go. See, it's not that bad, is it? Oh. Okay, so I can tell off the bat he is like not the greatest at jumping, so clearly he hasn't been trained very well with jumps, but it's nothing that I can't handle with a horse, because he's just refused 2 jumps in a row, and his striding seems off. I can't seem to, oh, and he's knocked a pole, but his striding just seems really off. Like, I'm trying to get his striding to like work, but it's just like he's refusing most of the jumps I put him over. So I reckon that's a very big downside, but I do really like him. I still have 2 other horses to try out, so I'm not going to make my decision now, but if none of the other horses work out, then with a bit of training, he could be one of the best horses I ever owned. So I think that's about as much jumping as I want to do. I'm going to call him off and then give him back to his owner, pop him, and then we're going to drive to the next stables, which is literally just down the road. So yeah. So I'm just calling him off in the arena we started in, just giving him a little small trot around, just to cool him down, and then yeah, I've got to drive to the next stables because I'm meant to be there at 10:30, and right now it's 10, so yeah, I probably do need to hurry up a little bit. So the next horse I'm trying out is an American Quarter horse. Her name is Zero, and she is gorgeous. She's quite spicy, as you just saw. But nothing I can't work on. As I said, I'm really good with horses, especially spicy ones. She was a Western horse. She was used in Western, but yeah, she got retired from that, and now she does basic jumping and pole work. So I would be really curious to find out how quick her her gallop was. But I'm not going to do that today because I'm not got the right gear for that at the moment, and I'd just rather not fall off in case she got scared. And I'm not trained in fast horses, so I'd just rather not. But maybe one day I'll do some riding dares if I buy her, and then we'll see. But for now, I'm just going to canter her around, and then we're going to take her to the arena and pop her over some jumps. Let's hope she's not as refusing as Hunter was, but you never know. So according to her owner, she hasn't jumped very high lately, so I'm not going to push her any higher than this, I don't think. Because, I mean, she has a high jump, like, just from that jump, I can tell. She can go higher, but she's, like, I'm not ready to jump her higher. Because, I mean, she just knocked a pole. That was probably my fault. It's okay, girl. But yeah, she hasn't refused to jump yet, which I'm very surprised about. Yeah, I'm really pleased with her, actually. From the fact that she used to be a Western horse, I was like, I don't think she's going to be the greatest at jumping, but I mean, to me, if I didn't know that she was a Western horse before, I would have thought she'd done show jumping her entire life. She's like not refusing any of her jumps, so her striding is insanely good. But she is much older than, not much, but she's 10. So she's like 2 times Hunter's age. So there's quite a big age gap. So obviously she's a lot more experienced than him. So her stride... Oh, yeah, that was my fault. My striding was horrible there. Okay, right, let's try this one that you knocked. Oh, whoa. Jesus Christ. That was a bit of an overjump, wasn't it, girl? Hey? Oh, well, we just knocked that one as well. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that, actually. She's only refused 1 jump and only knocked 2 poles, which is really good. Like, for a new horse that I'm riding, normally if I'm trying out horses, I'm knocking a lot because I'm nervous, but I know horses can sense fear, so I'm trying to work on that. So, yeah, I'm stuck right now. Because if my last horse is as good as these guys, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because I can't buy all of them, because I really can't afford that, but... Oh, how I'd love to own that many horses. They're all so amazing. She is an absolute angel with them jumps, though. So I'm going to go cool her down, same way I did with Hunter. And then we're going to go to the next location, which is about a 3-4 mile drive. So it's not going to take too long, but I want to get there a bit earlier to bond. Well, not bond with the horse, but like meet the horse and get to know it properly. Alright, so I've just made it back into the arena and the pole work is still set up. I'm not going to take her on the pole work because as this is a cooldown, I don't want her to be pressured into doing anything else. So I'm just going to canter, trot, walks, halt and then lead out to the owner again. Yeah, I'm going to lead her back out to the owner in a minute, and then I have to head to the next location. So I'm currently just leading her out. She was an absolute angel for the cooldown, actually. She was an angel for all of it. I'm really surprised she used to be a Western horse. Like, as I said, if nobody had told me she was a Western before the show jumping, I would have thought she'd done jumping her entire life. She is an absolutely amazing horse. And if I don't buy her, I'll link I'll say where the barn is in the description. So if I don't end up buying her, then you might want to. So, yeah. So I've just handed Zero over to her owner, and now we're going to head to the next location, which is, as I said, a 4-mile drive away, so I got to get going. So the last horse I'm trying out today, her name is Ebony. She is a flea-bitten grey Arabian, and she is 7 years old. She is quite an experienced horse, and she is an angel. I've ridden her around the barn a couple times just to warm her up, because we are running out of daylight at the moment. Probably only got about maybe like an hour until the sun starts to set, so I warmed her up without like recording because I thought I'm gonna waste time setting up my camera and like the GoPro and all that, so I'm just gonna warm her up off camera. So I'm quickly going to the arena so we can get started on her jumping. Right off the bat, she's very, very bouncy. Which is one thing I don't have a lot with horses. I don't mind bouncy horses, but sometimes they can be really difficult to work with. So, yeah. I'm going to quickly set up the arena and just tie her up, and then we can, like, start jumping her. Okay, so I've just set up some pole work instead of jumping, as her owner has said she isn't the most experienced in jumping, which I'm not complaining about. I'm not mad about that, because, I mean, some people, look, I know people might think, oh, that's a bit, like, weird, a horse not knowing how to jump. no, she might not, like, want to jump or like jumping. So, like, I'm just popping her over the poles, and she seems fine. I have a couple little mini jumps set up, but I don't know if I'm going to pop over those ones. I might try her with them. But just in... Oh, her extended jump. Oh. You okay, girl? It's okay, you don't need to refuse. Come on. Whoa, spicy? A little bit spicy, aren't you? Whoa. Did your owner mean you weren't good at jumping? That's immaculate. Okay, right, one last go over. Oh, it's alright, come on. We'll leave that one then, eh? Alright, let's have a look at this extended trot again. Oh my. Missy, you are very, very pretty. Oh my god. Right. She could be a dressage horse, you know. Like, if I trained her right, she could work really well as my dressage horse. Because I only have one horse that can do dressage at the moment. And, I mean, yes, I will definitely be training her in dressage because I could win so many competitions. We could win competitions of dressage if I were to buy her. But I'm going to struggle to choose after this. Because she is an absolute angel of a horse. So I'm going to head back to the barn, hand her over to her owner, and then I'm going to contemplate which horse I'm going to buy. So after about an entire hour of contemplating which horse to buy after getting home, I've decided I'm buying Hunter. He was just like the best horse for me, I reckon. He seemed to know what I wanted. He knew what he wanted and I wanted, so it worked really well. We clicked. And, well, he's the youngest, so he's going to take the most training, and obviously I'm still going to need to train him in, like, show jumping. But, I mean, come on. Hunter is probably the best horse for me out of those three. Azero, she was a little bit too fast, too forward for me. I don't have the right mindset for a very forward horse. They just seem a little bit too hyper, and obviously, Ebony, she was an absolutely amazing horse for me. Her trot was amazing. She could have been a dressage horse, but she was a little bit too small, and I didn't want to grow out of her because I was still... And, like, she was 7, so 7-year-old horses, they're a bit of, like, in the middle, so it's not going to be the funnest to train because I'm nowhere near bonded with them. But, yeah, Hunter, he was perfect. So, Hunter's getting dropped off here later today. It's the next day, by the way, and yeah, Hunter's getting dropped off today at about 12, so I'm gonna post it when he gets here, and I'm so excited, genuinely can't wait for him to get here. And yeah, you might see Ebony around, you might see Zero around, but Hunter is going to be the horse I'm buying. But I'm friends with the owners of the horses, so you're probably going to see me riding them every so often. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to click that like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you know when I post a new video. Bye, lovelies!